Welcome back, Johnny. We missed you.
I didn't miss you guys.
Well, I can tell how this show's going to go.
It'll be a good one tonight.
It's going to be a doozy of a show tonight. Oh, boy. Well, it is a Nintendo Powercast episode 484.
Is that a Ron Burgundy question mark?
Yeah, no, it is. It is. It's 484.
Palindrome.
Yeah, that's it. Every time we hit one, usually Crawler says it. I was waiting. That's what I was waiting for. Like, so he didn't say it this time. I'm not sure what to do. Is it the right episode number now? I don't know. So before we jump into this, I just want to say, what's up, Crawler? How are you?
Hey, how's it going? Crawl coming at you.
Johnny, I've already
What's
said
up?
hi once.
I am glad to be back. I am glad to be back. I'm sure you're not. I'm sure everybody's glad to have me back.
Oh, not cheesy.
I didn't listen to last week.
Down.
I usually listen to the episodes that I'm not on, and you always throw shade my way. So I don't know what you said last week. So you're lucky.
I figured you had to have listened with that remark at the beginning. I figured you must have listened. That's why you didn't miss us. So.
But Joey's asking where the chip is, Johnny.
It's in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, seriously? I mean,
there still hasn't been a new game yet. I don't know what you want me to do. There hasn't been a new game.
Josh and I are going to be playing a new game in 2 weeks, probably at PAX.
So when MEO comes out, that's when you'll eat the chip?
That doesn't count.
Why does that not count?
Because nobody cares about that game.
That is a new game.
It's on the voucher. Game, it's on the voucher redemption.
I'm actually going to buy it.
Don't do that.
I'm going to buy it. I'll give my impressions of it.
I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, I feel like your impression is going to be you maybe opening up the box, seeing that you have to read and being like, it's a bad game.
Opening the box?
Open the box. What are you talking about?
Oh, a box, the thing that the game comes in.
I have been getting boxes, so we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Cheesy, how are you?
What's going on, cheese curds?
Well, guys, before we get into the meat and potatoes, Crawler is going to be coming out for PAX West. So we want to make sure, one, that we can connect with you guys if you're going to be there. Make sure if you see us to say hi. And two, if you want to help, we're just raising a little bit of funds just for, room, travel, food, all that kind of stuff, just while we're hanging out. If you want to help out as we get you coverage of PAX West, you can go to n64josh.com/donate. And everything helps. We really appreciate it. And we'll be doing some streams this weekend where you guys get to buy time slots of games. I know it's probably going to happen Saturday and like mid to late afternoon Saturday. I'm guessing. I think my brother's stopping by Saturday morning. So just stay tuned for that. He hasn't given me his time, so I can't set my schedule yet, which is always lovely. So, as always, remember n64josh.com/Elgato, and you can use code ZZ-N64Josh. And I want to let you guys know that there is a brand new podcast YouTube channel that I set up called Play Like the 80s. And the first episode, or the first video, I've already spent more time editing than I have probably spent any other video I've ever put on YouTube, and I'm maybe halfway there. So, and no, it's not 15 minutes. That's 2+ hours into the edits already. And you guys have had a little peek at the pilot. The editing's paying off, right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. All right. So
I will say the opening.
Maybe there was 30 no opening.
Maybe 30 seconds in, I was a little like that. That was interesting.
Yeah. It's gonna change. It's gonna change. I was shocked by that. I wasn't expecting what he brought, but that'll be an outtake for sure. And I may have to turn my camera on and back off again because it keeps going blurry. But before we jump in, Crawler, where can people connect with you?
Best spots are TikTok and Twitter. Nightcrawler724. Nightcrawlers without the E. I do have some stuff. So I mean, pay attention to the YouTube channel for this show. So Nintendo Powercast on YouTube. I got stuff we're gonna vlog, I think, while we're at PAX a little bit. So we'll try to get some stuff uploaded there.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Probably lots of YouTube shorts, TikToks, that kind of stuff as well. So before I say what's up to, or let Johnny say where he's at, I would just want to say welcome to everybody in the chat. We got a lot of people saying sup and yo and what's up, everybody. So good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. Johnny, where can people connect with you?
Saw, dude. I'm Johnny Butler. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, the Communication Air Podcast, and I have been posting on my YouTube video on my YouTube channel as well. I bought a GameCube a couple weeks ago, and I've been collecting games and going broke.
Good
Physical
times.
media sucks, honestly.
Yeah, we're gonna talk more about that. I want to hear some. I want to hear some of the.
I have an eBay page pulled up with a Spice Orange GameCube. Looking at it right now, Johnny, but I haven't done it.
How much is that? That's probably a lot.
$140.
Oh, okay. That's how much I paid.
Cheesy, where can people connect with you?
You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Communication Error Podcast, CheezyC64, CheezyC 64.
Okay, well, I got to get something pulled up here. It'll take me just 1 second. But we can talk about what we've been playing because, like, obviously it's a little bit of a slower time. We've been here before. You know, content creators are struggling right now. Our numbers are down. We've seen channels that are, so you've got to kind of at this point just have some fun with games. So are you guys having any fun with games? Crawler, kick us off.
I'm running around as Cyclops on Fortnite Island a little bit. We're going to have some more Marvel stuff coming tomorrow.
Marvel stuff tomorrow.
Yep, we're getting Doctor Doom and Mysterio and Peelerine. It's going to be Peely as Wolverine. I'm still waiting for that Nightcrawler skin. I'm waiting.
I mean, they got X-Men stuff now.
Yeah.
And that was X-Men 97, right? So they had Jubilee. They have Jubilee.
Yeah, Jubilee,
Cyclops.
Colossus, and Cyclops came in. And
so, yeah, they definitely...
And Magneto was a challenge character this last season. And they've had like 4 different Wolverines. I think they have X-23, they have Phoenix, they have a lot of X-Men in there. So I'm waiting for my Nightcrawler skin.
There's a number of Wolverines, yeah? I feel like there is.
There's Project X, there's the new like pen and ink like Wolverine from Deadpool. There was an original Wolverine, I think, as part of the first Marvel season when Thanos was around, I think. And then there's like it's more like a biker Wolverine. I forget what the subtitle is on him, but there's a handful of them. So yeah, been playing that a little bit, kind of getting ready for the new season. I told Josh, I think 2 weeks ago or something like that, I was gonna buy Smash for the 3rd time and get it digitally. So I went to Costco this week and got my $100 of gift cards for $90 and then redeemed the vouchers. So I'm getting games for like, what was that, $45 or whatever, if I do the math right. And so I have Smash for the 3rd time. I played a little bit of Smash. I was complaining to Josh last night about the lag. I'm knocking on the door for Elite Smash. I think it was like 12. I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got up to like almost 11 the other night, and then proceeded to fall back down to like 8. So
that's where I live
annoying.
with Mario, between 8 and 9 million. That's where
I fought a Mario, and he was just fireballing the crap out of me, and it was annoying me. And then bad lag just upsets me in Smash. Like, you and I usually don't have that many hiccups, but we're both wired and we have pretty good internet to each other. So, but the online world of Smash is its own nightmare to kind of sift through.
For sure.
So that, and then I'll play Tetris this weekend because I like doing all the Maximus Cups when they come out. So I'm pretty sure Cheesy's gonna play that one. Hopefully.
I actually have never played Tetris 99.
Really?
Yeah, never have.
Okay. And then I guess my final other thing was Josh and I are best in the world at falling from door to door in Mario 2 with, I don't know, countless, probably thousands of other people that were able to hit the fastest possible time of like, what is it, 5:19 or something like that?
5:91.
Yep. So yeah, got to see my world rank number 1 for something, and then Josh had a pretty good time on 2 other ones in last week's. But yeah, I mean, we're doing that. I think Johnny's hit the end of his rope on that one, so we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But still playing.
I got my pins. That's all I needed.
Playing World Championships. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see how long that train can keep rolling. Who knows? I think it's maybe short lived.
Johnny, what you been up to?
Well, I've been playing some Fortnite as well, actually. I got back into it when Deadpool and Wolverine came to the shop. And I've been playing on the Switch. Like, I've just been playing handheld on the Switch.
Yourself?
Well, I've been playing handheld on the Switch. Because I just, I don't care about winning. I just want to complete some challenges and unlock stuff.
I guess there is no hack to get it on Steam Deck, is there?
No, you can play it on Steam Deck.
Will Epic Store launch on Steam Deck?
I think it's on Steam.
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's on there.
I'm gonna search right now. I don't think it is.
I'm pretty sure when I look on like top play games on the Steam Deck, I'm pretty sure Fortnite's on there. I might be wrong.
No, it is not.
Oh, then yeah, that's why I'm playing on Switch. Not because the Steam Deck's just collecting dust over there.
Couldn't you probably play it through the game through Game Pass?
You could probably do it through the browser.
Yeah, but that's like I would have to figure out how that works, and that scares me.
Isn't there a browser on Steam Deck?
I don't know. I just go to the Steam store and I play whatever I can download off of Steam. I don't know.
He just uses it as a coaster.
Exactly. I mean, it is pretty much just sitting there.
So you enjoying?
I did play Elden Ring on that. I mean, I think it's really good for Elden Ring.
You enjoying your low textures in Fortnite on the Switch?
It's not good. All right. If you're trying to be competitive, do not play it on Switch because not only is the draw distance bad and the graphics are terrible, the frame rate's just it lags all the time.
Back in the day, like if you tried to land Tilted Towers. The geometry wouldn't load, and so you were just on top of a building that was a geometric blob, and it wouldn't render, and so you were just kind of stuck floating just up above the side. It was horrible.
Then you have to put it on your hard drive.
It does better if it's on your hard drive, but still.
I mean, it's on the hard drive. It's on my, I don't know. The game's just it runs terribly. We'll talk about this when we're talking about like what other creators are doing because I'm sick of waiting for a Switch 2. Like it's been way too long. It's just these games are bad. The games on the Switch are bad, especially non-Nintendo games. But yeah, I've been playing Fortnite. I've been playing Turtles Splinter Fate, which is fantastic. Definitely one of my favorite games that I played this year.
Isn't that a non-Nintendo game?
Yeah, but it's a mobile game, so
yeah, it's a phone game that they ported after 2 years.
So, I mean, if it's still good, it's a good game.
Honestly, I don't think it runs as well as it should. It is Hades with the turtle skin. That's what it is, but it has been fun. I cleared a run, so I'm counting that as beating a game. So
climbing out of that 14%, Johnny.
But yeah, I recommend it. I'm not just saying that because they're paying me, but I'm
hashtag ad.
I do have a video coming out for them, but it is very good. It is very good. And then I got SteamWorld Heist 2. Played a little bit of that. That's pretty good. I got my little boat and put some guns on it. I haven't played too much of it, but it's pretty good.
So we went from space to the open seas. Is that what we did?
Yeah, it's seas.
GC, how about you?
Yeah.
I've been playing a game called Arranger. I don't know if you guys remember seeing this in like the Nintendo Directs or Indie Directs, but it's this little character that you play as, and the only way that you can move is you're on a horizontal and vertical plane. So the best way to explain it is like, you know, those puzzles where it's like the 1 through 15 and you kind of have to slide them around like the numbers to get them like in the right spot. That's
Mhm.
pretty much what this game is. And if you like puzzles, it's a head scratcher and it's actually really satisfying. The way that you move everything, because sometimes you may have to move something with you. So you have to figure out how are you going to get this one thing onto the other side. And the way like it works too with kind of fast traveling is with like Pac-Man, you know how like if you go through one exit, you come out the other side?
Mhm.
You can do that with this game if your path connects. So if it's a connected path, you can get to the other side. So sometimes you will figure out the answer that way. I don't know. It's just been a really fun game. The noises that it makes when you slide the tiles is a lot of fun. There is text, and like the text bubble noise is really like addictive. But yeah, I mean, it's just been a really fun game. It's
Is that a recent release?
yeah, it came out maybe 2 weeks ago.
Gosh, scrolling recent releases on the eShop is a.
There's a bunch of AI games on there.
And there's also a bunch of H games on there too.
H and AI games. We need the Switch too, and we need moderation on the eShop.
Yeah, we need better eShop very much.
There's like an Ice Age game on there, but it's clearly made with AI.
Wait, like Blue Sky Ice Age? Is that what you're talking about? Like
What's
the
Blue Sky?
animation
movies.
studio? Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
yeah.
I thought
Blue
that was-
Sky made Ice Age, and then Disney destroyed them.
You're deep. You're more deep into that than us. Then we all just said Illumination because isn't it?
Oh well, that's wrong.
Is that not them?
No, it's Blue Sky. Blue Sky
okay.
Animation.
But yeah,
Anyway, yeah.
it looks like that, but it's AI generated art.
Huh. Yeah.
They
Speaking
need
of
to
which-
do something with the eShop.
Did you guys see like the AI art on Twitter with Pikachu and like an assault rifle and Mario smoking a cigar? I
Yeah,
just
That's gonna get a
and-
cease and assist, isn't it?
yeah, I'm sure Nintendo's already all over that.
The ninjas are out.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, check out Arranger. Anyone that likes puzzles, it's a really good time. It's difficult, but it's fun.
I like it. I've
What have
actually
you been
played
playing, Josh?
quite a bit this week. I did some Fortnite with Sean Capri, and that was he's brand new. He's like, I'm like, so do you know like 2 minis and a large for? He's like, what do you like? He's like, I don't even know how to ping, you know. And so, but he's also playing mouse and keyboard, so I'm like, I can't really help you. So, but he
doesn't want to play Xbox.
now he's playing on PC. So,
Hmm.
so that was fun. Jumping
True
back
gamers
in.
play on Switch.
Little bittersweet getting back into Fortnite because the last time I played was with my son, and most of the times I played was with him, and so it was one of those games that I'm like, this is gonna be a little tough to get back to, but I did it. I did do a little bit of Halo. I know it's non Nintendo, but I did play a little bit of that.
I'm wearing all Halo today.
Yeah, you are. That was fun to get back to, and
We're gonna get bad reviews again.
no, don't worry. The rest is so for the ladies' night podcast. I've been playing Animal Crossing the entire time, and I thought during the show I completed my fish, but I caught a rainbow like guppy or something. So I was like, I think I did it, and then no, I didn't. So I needed one more, and it was the mahi mahi. And after the show ended and we were just chatting, I ended up pulling it in. So I completed all my fish in Animal Crossing. So all I have left is the spider crab, which I think is one of the most difficult ones to.
So are you guys all playing on one island while you're doing that, or are you?
No. I'm just playing, and it's just based because they don't have cams and stuff. So I just use Animal Crossing as B-roll, and I figured it's one that I can like, if I have to just stop and sit there, I'm not gonna like, it's not gonna get a game over screen unless I get bit by a spider or something. So, but yeah, and then I spent. I should just okay. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Forget it. I'm gonna do it. You guys. You guys will appreciate this. So give me 1 second
We
here.
got B-roll.
I do, but I was reluctant to put it up because I'm like, oh man, I was on the struggle bus, and I know you guys are gonna give me crap about it. But
So
that's
it's gonna distract us, and we aren't gonna.
Oh yeah, but it's good content. So we'll leave it. Plus, it's about the 42-minute mark, and we're 20 minutes in, so it'll be perfect. So,
Oh man, I love this game.
yeah, it's great. I'm just like, what? I got a few moons, obviously, to collect still. So let me see what I can do, and literally like jumped into this a couple weeks ago. And Crawler and I were talking about it just so to get the NFTs or whatever, and then I was like, I think I'll record Mario for B-roll, and then you guys will see. There's no way I'm walking away unscathed from this one, which is fine. So, but. Great time playing a little bit of Odyssey. Still doing some stuff in Tears of the Kingdom. Just kind of slowly chipping away at it. A lot of NES World Championship. I still have just so much fun with that. And honestly, that game has me wanting to do more retro gaming and stuff. And we'll kind of talk about that when we talk about Johnny's collecting and whatnot. But yeah. So and. Even just firing up, like once I get that NES controller in my hand, like I played a little bit more Turtles and like I don't know, for the event or the video that I did with Sean that's going to be coming out, we only used NSO titles, and so did Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong Country, and Mario Land 2. And it was just so fun to go back and play a lot of those too. And it's interesting playing Game Boy games on your TV screen as well. Like it takes me back to the Super Game Boy days.
I am a Mario Dojo champion via Dr. Mario.
There you go. Well, yeah.
Nobody knows. There's no proof.
That's true. Never came out. Never got released.
Yeah, where is that video, Nintendo? It's been a year now.
So yeah, it's been. I mean. I've been trying to just take some breaks periodically. I have been working a lot, been putting in some pretty long hours to the point that even streaming has been difficult because of just how much I've got going right now. And so, but of course we did do some Mario Kart streams, and they were good. So, Nate says got the one you stole from the kids. That's the important one, right? We have footage of that. So yeah, it's been fun doing some gaming. I'm even doing Metroid challenges and NES World Championships. It makes me want to play Metroid games. Like I need to play through another. I've played through a lot of them, but I want to play through. I want to play through another one. So yeah. So. It's now trivia time. Trivia / challenge / let's just have a little bit of fun here, okay? So I thought about a number of ways of doing this, and it's going to be a little bit difficult because whoever goes first is going to be at the biggest disadvantage, so I might let first add like 2 answers at the end just to try to make it a little more fair, if you will, and then number 2 can add 1 if and then we'll call it good, because third place, whoever goes third. And so I don't exactly know how to pick. I could just go by order I see on the screen, and then you guys good with that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I need you to name as many of the Nintendo slogans as you can for each console. The slogan for each console.
Okay. What is the first? I'm trying to think of the first one for NES.
You can just, I mean, you can, if you have any off the top, you know, you can just, you don't have to do them in order. You can just, if you know some of them.
All right. Well, I mean the Power Glove. I mean, does that count or no?
So, system, and like there may be more than one like slogan from
Okay.
them, but there's gonna be main ones for sure. Okay, so, yeah.
I'm actually blanking on a lot of this now.
Okay, and that's this may be too difficult. Are you guys all kind of in the same boat? Because I can switch around the rules.
I know a couple.
Yeah, I've
of
got
them.
a couple.
Okay, so would it be more fun to see if you guys work together to see if you can build as much of the list as possible versus each guessing?
Sure.
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Is it-
so let's do that.
Does anyone know the NES?
No.
It's honestly the easiest one, which is so surprising.
I know the Super NES.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you're playing with Power.
Yeah. Is it
I mean,
not?
that's what I was thinking, but I don't know if that.
It's
I mean,
not.
that's the
What?
Power
It's
Glove.
not.
Paul Rudd lied to us?
No. I'm gonna be a stickler at first. So, like,
Game Boy is something about powering your hands.
We
or
is
something
we would
that.
like to play.
Yeah, that one is. Yeah.
we would like to play. Okay, that is one correct answer. You've got one correct.
Are we doing handhelds too?
Yep.
Okay, DS is touching is good. Yee.
Yikes.
That one didn't age well.
No, it did not. Okay. So, two correct answers.
So Game Boy's got to be something like powering your hands or something like that.
Power in your pocket. I think it's Power in your. Well, I think there was a Game Boy
That-
Pocket one. I think it's called Power in your pocket.
So it's not on my list. Just the OG Game Boy and then Game Boy Advances.
Crimpus says the one for Wii U is please buy this console. Is that right?
I think so. Okay, any others?
64,
Oh my god, we're terrible Nintendo fans.
64's got to be like something in dimensions or something like that, right?
Nope.
Oh, Joe. I think Joey got it. Or is it Power to the Player?
I think
No,
that's
but chat, don't help him. But don't help him.
Power to the Players. Isn't that like one of the magazines?
Yeah,
that was Game Informer, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's one for Switch.
Uh-huh. There's actually a couple. This is where I got the idea. And I was like, huh. But the one
Their marketing must not be
Play.
that.
when I say them to you, you're gonna be like, oh no. I can't believe I didn't realize.
Play Anywhere.
Yes, that's one. Isn't it?
No. Nope.
Oh, it's like My Play or something like that. Don't they have a segment of like how would you play the Switch? Or
They might, but as far as just what's on my list.
yeah.
So
Oh my
I don't
god.
know.
Okay.
Do you guys have anything?
so
I don't have
here,
anything.
here we go.
All right,
NES.
yeah, break it down.
Last chances. NES. Anybody?
No.
Okay.
Nintendo Power.
No. Now you're playing with power.
That was the
We said-
NES.
That's NES.
Oh, okay. Well,
Super Nintendo.
That's why I was thinking, because that was Power Glove, and Power Glove was NES, and that's why I was thinking that, and that's why I kind of said that. But yeah, okay,
But also, again, Paul Rudd lied to us. Isn't that
No.
now you're playing with power?
because that was a Power
Super
Glove.
power.
Now you're playing with superpower?
No. Now you're playing with
Wow.
power.
Yeah.
Super power.
Oh,
Oh my god. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So you really want that Super Switch, huh? You think their marketing will be up to it?
Maybe. N64. Any last guesses?
Playing a new dimension, something like that. No.
Get in or get out.
Oh
gosh.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That was at the end of every commercial.
Yeah.
And then
The N64 sucks anyway. That's why I didn't know it.
GameCube.
I think I do remember this one.
Okay.
It's in the box or something. Something to do with the cube.
Born to Play.
Oh.
Okay.
Born to Play.
No wonder why it
So
failed.
I think another trivia thing where I may do is that, well, I won't say here because I'll leave it as a surprise. So I've got more tricks up my sleeve. The Wii you guys got, we would like to play. Wii U. Any guesses on this one?
We would like you to play.
Is there a hint that you can give?
Without selling the farm.
Yeah, I like the hint strategy. Also, Josh, why are you taking so long to get this freaking bird?
I told you. Wii U is how you, just the you, not the word, will play next. How you will play next.
Oh.
What? Yeah, no wonder that system failed.
Game Boy.
Something in your pocket, right?
No, I think that's the Game Boy Pocket one.
Now you're playing with power. Portable power.
God.
Oh.
Okay.
Talk about phoning it in for the 80s and 90s.
Game Boy Advance.
Consistency.
Like this one is totally off the wall.
Now you're playing with power, advanced power,
No.
advanced
Are you
portable
ready?
power.
Are you ready? I even want to see if anybody in the chat knows this one. Unless you guys have looked it up, don't cheat though. If you knew it off the top of your head, put it in the chat real quick. I just want to see if anybody gets it because I'm just like, this is
Okay, but wait, before you get to that, did they not have one for Game Boy Pocket or Color?
they may have. It's just the current list that I have right now.
Okay.
It just has.
Yeah,
the
it's
first
probably now
Game
you're
Boy,
playing with power, portable color power.
Okay. That's a good question, Nate. I do remember there's some crazy commercials out there. So
Play with all the colors of the wind?
Game Boy Advance. Who are you?
That's the slogan?
That's their slogan.
Who are you?
Are you?
I don't know.
Who are you?
Wait,
Virtual
What does
Boy.
that even mean?
Great question. Great question. Virtual Boy. Any guesses on Virtual Boy? Because I know that this wasn't probably even on your guys's. You weren't even thinking about this one,
My eyes hurt?
right? Yeah.
Live in our world.
Yo, you're actually close.
Ooh.
3D game for a 3D world.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was good. Nintendo DS, you got Touching is Good.
Yeah.
It's aged poorly.
definitely wasn't appropriate back then either.
3DS.
Touching is good in 3D.
No. Okay. There's no play like it.
Okay, I remember that one.
Okay. Then Nintendo Switch.
Click.
Switch it up.
Switch and play.
Hmm?
Play.
But there's more for Switch because it's not like there's others as well. So anyway,
Because it's been so
But,
freaking long.
But like, what does that say about Wii's marketing that we all remembered that one? Like that one is just so iconic, and you can definitely remember like the smart car that they get out of, and then they go to someone's house with the Wiimote in their hand and say, "We would like to play," and then they leave in the smart car. Like they did good on that one.
They did a lot of things good with the Wii.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like in general, with all their other marketing, like what happened? It's never been that great.
well,
Beg to
back in
differ.
the
They
when
had that
when
Mercedes commercial.
when Sega was giving Nintendo a run for their money with the whole like
Crash
Like,
Bandicoot at the
and they had to
Redmond
like
office.
they started changing things up. Like the slogans, it's not just like there was one slogan. Like they had different marketing slogans as well. So I'll give you guys one because we'll probably look at those also, but one of them was play it loud. Right, that was their
That was their
thing,
campaign to compete with
compete
Sega.
with Sega.
Do what Nintendo won't.
Yeah, and all of the just like the in your face marketing that Sega had going on. So,
which that's talked about quite a bit in the Console Wars documentary, which is
the one on Paramount.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The book is fantastic too. The book, it's funny because the documentary, you'd think they would kind of hit everything, but the book is still better than the movie. So, well, there you go. There's our little trivia section. Now we're going to talk about some retro game hunting and all the goodies that Johnny's been after. And we got just the sound for this segment. All right, Johnny. Mr. I only go digital all of a sudden is buying physical. Talk to us. Oh, he left. He's like, I'm not talking.
He's getting his show and tell ready, I think.
I guess he's doing some show and tell action.
I was getting my games. Jeez, it takes forever because it's physical.
Okay. Anything physical takes forever. I love it.
All right, so I will say
first, why the GameCube? Why start hunting this now? Why go after one of the most expensive game collections in retro game hunting right now?
Because it's the system that I have the most memories that I can remember. Like I had it when I was in high school, and I sold it. I sold my whole collection in college, and I regret that. So I wanted to rebuild it.
I regret selling my Super Nintendo stuff.
This was stupid because it's super expensive right now. And but it's been cool. Like it's definitely a big nostalgia hit. And but yeah, it's been fun. I guess the hardest thing was trying to find these things.
Now, are you doing eBay or are you trying to go and find them in person?
I'm trying to find them in person. There are a few stores around me. I think I went to like 3 or 4 local shops. I just don't trust eBay 100%. Like I know there's ratings and everything. I did buy a couple games off eBay, but I wanted to get like the major games like off of a local shop because they're guaranteed to work.
Sure.
And
most places will let you boot it up right there if you want to test it too.
Yeah, I think the one I got, they're like, oh, you have 2 weeks. If it doesn't work, bring it back. But yeah, I wanted to support a local shop. It's like I went to the place that you suggested, Josh, and I picked something up there. That was a pretty cool shop.
It is. Yeah, it's a little bit overpriced. They charged me $15 for one Nintendo Power, and I was like, and it didn't have prices on it. They were like, how about this? And I was like, it's a little steep, but I want it. And it had all the posters and stuff in it. So,
and it's also like it's been a thing that me and my partner do. She likes to go thrifting now.
Yeah.
So we go to some thrift shops, and then we go to some game stores. I actually found a couple of games at thrift shops, not GameCube. If I find a GameCube game at a thrift shop, I might die.
I've had some interesting finds at thrift stores. Like I found a Super Famicom Donkey Kong Country. And then I also found a couple copies of like Mario Kart Super Circuit. And I've had some luck with
it's usually what I've been experiencing was I think what is happening is people are going around to thrift shops. They're finding these games for cheap and then they flip them. Like I found a game, Army of Two. It was like one of the sequels of Army of Two, and I got it for $3, and I think you'd sell it on eBay for $20-$25 or something. So I think people go around, clean it out.
Well, and thrift stores like Goodwill don't put games out; they all go to their eBay store.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, yeah, we went to like Goodwill. Yeah, we're trying to find ones that are not Goodwill or like the big name ones.
Yeah. Yeah, you're much better off with like mom and pop stuff. And if you go
Yeah.
garage sailing, literally ask people if they've got games
because they usually don't put it out.
Yeah, sometimes they won't put out, and they're like, "Oh, I thought that was garbage sitting in my attic. You want that? Let me go grab it for you." Like,
Yeah, that's another thing that we'll be doing is we're going to go around garage sailing because the same thing, same with like her wanting to thrift stuff. It's like you want to find this needle in the haystack, and it's the same for trying to find games that way.
Yep.
So do you have a Wii that's still working, Johnny?
I do have a Wii that still works.
So you have a GameCube already.
I do have a GameCube, but I wanted the actual GameCube. I picked up an actual GameCube. That was like I think it was $140.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I've never had a physical GameCube. I kind of want to get one, but
I just like it is a pure nostalgia search. Like it's all based on nostalgia.
I'm very similar boat. My GameCube, like my mother's best friend, who was basically like my second mom, passed away of cancer when I was probably 28, maybe something along those lines, and maybe a little younger. And her son was like 10 years old at the time, and so I packed up all my GameCube stuff for him, and gave it all, including the component cables, like, which at one point those had gone up to $400 in value, and I was like, no, like, because it's like a special cable that there's no aftermarkets for these ones, and so, but when I first started hitting up retro game stores, the first games I was buying was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Right, I'm like, I'm going, and then building my GameCube collection been very important. There's still a few games I don't have yet, but how's it gone for you so far?
It's gone pretty well. I think it's growing. I got some of my major hits, my major finds here.
Okay.
The first one I picked up was Melee. You know, you have to have Melee with your collection.
You have to have a memory card for that one too.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have a memory card for everything.
Yeah. Well, any unlocks that you do on that won't. Yeah, you got to have it for that.
Yeah, for if you want to save any of these games, you
anything,
get
yeah.
I'm confused. You need a memory card. I did
You
get
can just boot up a game and play it, but like because
that's true. But why?
Boot up and play. It's like. Yeah.
The memory cards are like $10. I got an original memory card when I picked up the system, and it still had a bunch of save files on it. That is always cool to me whenever like you pick up a used cartridge that has the save files on the game. You can see where the previous owner was at, and
internal battery is still good in that.
Oh yeah, it works. It works. But it had a Melee file in there, and it had like all the characters unlocked. Which
they have Sonic.
Wait, why would they have Sonic? I'm so confused. What is happening right now?
Okay, so Sonic was a April Fool's joke from Electronic Gaming Monthly that it was like beat the 100-man challenge on the hardest difficulty, and I would sit and do it for hours and hours, and I finally did it, and it did not unlock Sonic, and I was like, I can't believe this. This was
Johnny hasn't listened to all of our Smash Bros podcast
episodes. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I got both the Star Fox games.
Okay.
Adventures and Assault.
Nice.
Which Assault is like awesome. I don't know why people don't like that game.
I don't think I've ever played it, but I feel like I've heard more good things about Assault than Adventures. Adventures was kind of like
was Adventures rare?
Yeah.
Yeah, Adventures was rare. That's the Dinosaur Planet one.
Yeah.
I haven't booted that one up yet, but I did boot up Assault, and that one's like cool. You get out of the R wing, and you get to do some land missions as Fox. It controls terribly. Maybe that's why. It just controls horribly.
Okay, what else you got for us?
We got Animal Crossing,
Okay.
which
Ooh.
you need a memory card for this crawler.
So did it come with the Animal
It
Crossing
didn't come
memory
with the
card?
Animal Crossing one.
Oh.
Oh my
Unfortunately.
gosh, Josh just got the bird in Mario Odyssey.
It's about time.
Wow.
40 minutes in.
You know, in the office when they're watching the DVD bounce, like that's literally what you guys were just doing the entire time. Like,
But yeah, the Animal Crossing, I got like a third party memory card because it has like a ton of memory compared to
Blocks.
a ton of blocks compared to, because if you guys don't know, the Animal Crossing on GameCube took up the whole storage of a standard GameCube memory
Jeez.
card.
Wasn't a
Yeah.
standard
It came with
GameCube
it. It
memory
came
card
with
8 megs or something like that though?
Yeah, I'm not sure what
they're small.
would-
Like, yeah, it's not a lot.
they call it blocks, but
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Nintendo's called it blocks for a long time until they got to Switch.
That's why they
Or
included one.
Wii U maybe did gigs.
No, they did blocks.
Was it still
Yeah,
blocks on Wii U?
No. Didn't know. I don't remember. But that's why they included a memory card with the game. You can actually, it says it. But it didn't come with the memory card.
It has a fun little sticker on it. If you can find it on eBay or something, like fun little Animal Crossing sticker.
Had to get Mario Kart Double Dash. I actually don't know if I've ever had this one growing up.
Really? Like,
Double Dash?
did you ever play it?
I played it, but I don't remember if I actually owned it. I might have just rented it or something. But I needed it. You know, it's a staple of the GameCube library, so you need it. And then the one that I definitely spent way too much money on is the Zelda Collector's Edition promotional disc.
Mm-hmm.
It even says not for resale, but I bought it. I guess I should have said how much of these things cost. The promotional disc, $80. Mario Kart was like $70. Animal Crossing was $60.
Oh yeah.
Smash Brothers was like $70. Star Fox was $55. Like, dude, these games, they don't drop in value.
And when Double Dash comes out on Switch 2, are you going to buy it again?
They won't release a remaster or whatever. And I thought that, with the games that have re-releases like Pikmin 1, 2, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, I thought, those values wouldn't be that high. No, they're really freaking high. Especially Twilight Princess. It's like $120 complete in box.
Not cheap. Nah.
Yeah, GameCube.
Not cheap.
My holy grail games are the Pokemon games. And those are stupid expensive. Like Gale of Darkness, I think is $200 at least, complete in box.
So
Coliseum.
Coliseum's
Nintendo,
like $150.
Nintendo released 3 memory card options, like official memory card options. The gray card was 512 kilobytes. The black one was 2 megs, and a white one was 8 megs.
Yeah, I have one of the 8 meg ones, and it's corrupted. All my save files are gone, basically. Like, because I didn't give him those. I gave him some, but I was like, I need to save these in case I eventually get a GameCube again. And so I saved that in my Animal Crossing with my original memory card.
I didn't tell you the real reason why I did this, and this is for everybody. It's for all of us. It's for the collective good. All right? Because if Nintendo realizes I'm buying Nintendo GameCube games, they're going to put them on the NSO.
That's like me. I bought Wave Race on Wii U, and it came to NSO.
Yeah, they know. They know it, that I'm spending money to get it on the NSO. That's all it is. You're welcome. But But I picked up some cheaper games. I got Soul Calibur 2. Fantastic game. It has Link as the guest character.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Great game. Like great
Beautiful
fighting
Joe,
game.
another great game.
Oh,
Sad
when
that-
the Beautiful Joe, both of those I did find at garage sales.
Oh, did you?
Yes. Yeah. They had, I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but I remember when you posted that, I was like, oh, that was a garage sale find for me. So,
They're not that expensive. I think they're like $30 or $40 each.
I think it was one of those we just want to get rid of it scenarios.
No,
so
no, I know. I was just thinking, like, if I found Gale of Darkness at a garage sale, I would feel guilty not giving them like
Oh,
a decent amount.
I remember getting a call saying, hey, I'm at a garage sale. They have DSs here and like some Pokemon games. I'm like, buy it all. And it was like
Yeah,
$15.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
it had
That's where you got like half your Pokemon games, right?
it had Pearl, Diamond, and Soul Silver.
Oh my
Jeez.
God. The one store I went to had Heart Gold complete in box with the Pokewalker, the big box,
Mhm.
$3,000.
No way.
Yeah.
It's because nobody saved boxes back then.
Yeah. So, well, I don't think we're ever gonna see this again. Like, I don't think we're gonna have. I think the games are too mass produced that 20 years down the line, Nintendo Switch games are not gonna be like this.
I saw I don't know where I saw it, if it was on TikTok or somewhere, but it was like, go buy Bayonetta, what's the prequel one? Cerezo's-
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
buy that one
Ceres-
physical and buy what's the one that came out this year that was the DS remake?
The Pokemon Mystery. That one.
No, the
Miitopia.
no, it came out in
Another
like January. Another code. Like
Another
like
code.
those
Yeah.
two are like
just
rare
because you think it's
be,
gonna be rare.
it's going to be a low it's going to be a low production run.
Yeah,
But-
the same with if you can find Friday the 13th because it's already lost its licensing, so it's been pulled from shelves. It's just like Deadpool on Xbox right now is going for $100 on Xbox One.
Yeah,
I
because of the movie. But like once the movie hype dies down, will it actually?
I don't know. I've had it since it came out, so I was like, oh, it's cool. It's going up in value. Like
I have Minecraft
3DS.
story mode with season 1 and 2 physical on Switch, which
I
I don't
do
think
have-
I don't think that's produced anymore.
I do have 3D All Stars sealed, and I have Breath of Wild on Wii U sealed.
Any guesses on what the most valuable Switch game is right now?
Troll and I.
No.
The most valuable Switch game?
Yeah. This is from a retro game store owner. That's who told me this. So I don't. There may be. It's just he's like, this is kind of the.
I've got two,
Okay, go ahead.
and they might be a little out there, but Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2020.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I paid $4 for that game.
Did you really? What about
Yeah, it was
the
on sale in the eShop.
the Cooking Mama game?
You don't have that game physical.
I do have it.
Physical. We're talking physical.
But that game's not going to be worth anything.
It's
I mean,
not.
it didn't come out in 2020, or it did, but the Olympics were delayed.
Yeah.
So it's like kind
But
of a
it
rare.
was probably it's based on how many were produced. That doesn't matter.
It has Mario's name in it, so I'm thinking they probably.
I mean, it'll
have
probably
a
retain
pretty-
value. Like it probably won't go up in value. Probably be like
what
50.
what
or
about
60.
the Cooking Mama game?
No, that's a good guess though. Especially remember the controversy with that game?
Yeah.
It was like it was like farming crypto with like when you played it or something. Like there was some weird they like
It was
Amazon
on sale.
pulled it.
It was on sale a lot at Walmart, I think.
Yeah, I bought a copy when I found that out just so I'd have it. But
Hello Kitty kart racers.
no, but that's valuable on the Wii U.
Is it a Nintendo game?
The first party?
Yeah.
No.
Huh.
Try something really obscure. What about that drum game?
No, it's actually not as obscure It's just you'll probably be surprised that it's even on the Switch when I say it. You'll probably be like, "Wait, what?"
Do we have it? Most of us?
I don't think anybody, but I have it.
What is it?
Would be my gut feeling.
Super Famicom
No,
Detective.
Skylanders.
Oh, that's on Switch.
There you go.
That was year one.
Yeah, it was a year one.
I bet the one that came out with the amiibo is probably worth a lot of money, like sealed.
Potentially,
Donkey Kong and
yeah, because they also
Bowser.
do dark variants of both of those too. Those are literally the only amiibo I don't have are those Skylander amiibo. So
I want to get Twilight Princess, and I want to get every version of Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to get the GameCube, the Wii, and the Wii U, and eventually when it comes to Switch or Switch 2, just for the memes. But it's expensive on Wii U right now. It's like it's over $100
because it's HD.
I have somebody close to me that has a lot of these Zelda games from the GameCube, like everything you just named, including the promotional discs and all that stuff. And when the time comes, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, here's $1,000. I'd like to take all these off your hands," and they'll probably be like, "Well, it's yours," So
I guess to kind of bring this into another conversation, Johnny, are you playing these games? Like, I know you've said that you played Star Fox Assault.
I played them for a bit.
Right.
I'll probably honestly I haven't played much of games past couple weeks because of something. But
yeah.
I want to. Like I want to play Mario Kart because I haven't really played that before. Animal Crossing would be cool to get it to a point where I could get the NES games.
Yeah.
They got the NES.
I'm just thinking, I know that you're collecting these because it's like nostalgia for you, but right now it is kind of slow and you do have games to play. So I'm just wondering if you are playing them or if you're just looking at them and then still saying that we have nothing to play.
I'm just looking at them. They make me happy. And we don't have anything new to play. Like, come on.
Do you know the scary thing about GameCube games, right?
What?
Disc rot is a real thing. So
wait, really?
There's nothing you can do about it. Your game will just disappear.
Even if it's resurfaced or whatever?
I don't know the ins and outs, but it is just something that you have to be aware of when it comes to older disc media is disc rot.
So you're saying physical media isn't even
oh man,
always yours.
I don't know, but I will say this: I've had a lot of fun when you do go out garage sailing or thrifting, and you find one of those rare like gems. Like, I remember walking up to a garage sale; they had a lone Metroid 2 Samus Returns Game Boy game just sitting by itself, and I was like, "Yep, I need that."
That's another thing. I don't know if I want to get the games that I already have access to, like the Pikmin games or Wind Waker.
Yep.
Well, and Wind Waker's an inferior version on GameCube.
But it's also like, I don't believe the value of these games will go down.
Very unlikely.
I know Paper Mario did go down in value. It was over $100. Now I don't think it's over $100. But I don't think it will go down in value unless there is like a remake like that. Like if they just add them to NSO, I don't think the value is going to be affected because they're physical versus the just the like online stuff.
Right.
So I'm seeing it as like a safe investment. That's how I'm justifying it.
Yeah, if you're enjoying it, having a good time, like it's
fun.
I've always just had such a good time, like collecting these games.
Tomorrow I'm actually going to my partner's mom's area, which she lives like 2 hours away from me, and she lives near a beach. So she looked up like retro game stores that we could go to, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna be going to thrift shops and those stores. So I'm hoping to get some good stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, it's always fun. I remember picking up like like copies of Crimson Skies. I'm actually my cousin texted me this week. He's like, "Yo, I got Crimson Skies for $2 at a garage sale this weekend." They have where he because I think he was back visiting where he graduated high school. The largest swap meet in Washington State takes place over there. And I remember walking up and this guy had a box of NES games and like a bunch of the instruction booklets, and I was like $30. The first game I pulled out of it was worth $30. Like I didn't even know what it had, but it was just a stack of NES games. And like it's just you don't even know, like you're just like, I know there's value here. I remember being at a garage sale and this lady had all these Game Boy games and Game Gear and DS. And I was like, $30 for it all. She's like, it's yours, and so like people are like, oh, it's trash. It's like, all right, well, it's not trash to me. So I don't know. I love it. It's a lot of fun, even if you don't get to spend too much time playing it. But
yeah, I wonder if I'll like once I get to a point where I'm like satisfied with the GameCube collection, if I'll go to something else.
Well, I modified what I'm collecting right now. Like it's all mainly first party is my main objective, and then Japanese or any variation of Mario Kart. And there's even a variation of Mario Kart on the Switch that has all but Wave 6 on the cart in Japan. And it's different. It's a different like box art and stuff. Like a little.
Oh, that's gonna be like out of print at least because they're releasing a new one.
Just go to hit up Play Asia right now, probably.
Yeah, it's a $60 or $70 game. It's not too crazy. There's also a Breath of the Wild Breath of the Wild variant like that as well. So, but yeah, like I have. Go ahead.
It's not cheap.
No, and like
the whole thing, collecting is just not cheap.
No, it's not at all. And I mean, I had a friend who wanted. He had a mutual friend of ours, give him a bunch of games, and I was like, I would love some of these in my collection, and ended up trading a family photo shoot for a handful of games at the time, and so it's just I don't know. The thing is I also get just as excited when I see some of the ones that I loved as a kid showing back up on NSO and stuff, because it's just like, they're just there. If I want to play it, I can. If I want to go pull this off the shelf, I can. So,
well, I went to some of these shops and they have like Game Boy and DS games. Like, oh, maybe I want some of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hard part is if they don't have the boxes or the for the DS games or even the Game Boy, it's hard to display them because they're so tiny.
Yeah, I've been trying to only do complete in box. I've gotten some like no manuals here and there, but I don't want to do, because if I'm spending this kind of money, I don't want to just have a disc,
Right. Well, and I'm even a stickler on player's choice. I don't want those.
I know. I'm a little annoyed that I have some player's choice, like the Animal Crossing's player's choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I want the non-player's choice.
Get that trash out of here after you sold 1 million+ copies.
I think we were going to talk about a few other things, but this has been fun, just kind of chatting, this collecting and whatnot. But I know, Cheesy, you wanted to hit on a game that's releasing the same day as.
It's like a week before.
Yeah, it's not the same day.
Oh, it's not. It's just close window.
Yeah, so Devolver Digital is putting out Plucky Squire, which looks like a Link's Awakening toy aesthetic kind of game, but it's super cool because it's this character who is in a like children's book, And then, so like you play inside of the children's book, but then Jot, the main character, figures out that he can actually get outside of the picture book. And then it turns into this like 3D adventure. And so it just seems like it's really creative, but it's coming out like the same week as Echoes of Wisdom. And I don't know how well it's going to do, or maybe it will do well because some people were complaining that you can't play as Link in Echoes of Wisdom, and this is a character that is kind of like Link.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
You don't think it's gonna matter?
It's too different because it's an indie game.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that will buy Echoes of Wisdom might not. There's a lot more people that buy mainline like Zelda games than indie games. And I think if people who know about Plucky Squire are excited about it, and they'll get it anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that's the thing, right? Is like, yes, it's an indie game, but it kind of hurts that they decided to release their game so close to a Zelda game.
It's coming out on other platforms though, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, it looks like a Nintendo game.
There's more to life than the Switch, cheesy.
Hey, I totally agree, Johnny. I'm glad we're on the same page.
But no, I don't know. I don't think it's going to matter. I think people are going to, if they want it, they'll buy it no matter what. And they'll probably could beat it in the week before Zelda comes out.
Yeah, I remember, Josh, I think I talked to you about it kind of one day off of the, like, when we stopped recording. And you said that you haven't heard of Plucky Squire?
No.
It just seems like a Josh game, honestly. Like, just has a ton of charm. It looks like Link's Awakening. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you would like it.
Yeah, I'll have to give it a shot. Like, it sounds cool for sure. What was
the there was a game that Ferris Wheel was talking about on Communication Error, something with the skateboard on Xbox Game Pass that sounded interesting.
Oh, yeah, what is that called? It's on Switch too.
Is it on Switch?
Or maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. But I know what I could picture something. I could picture it like the graphics are like, it kind of look like a comic book.
Because that one sounded interesting that I wanted to check out.
It's kind of, I'm looking on the eShop right now, and I'm in the coming soon section. They have an H game in the coming soon section. What? I mean, they had to moderate that, right? Like, there's no way they just
all over the place.
And there's an AI game right here too. Like,
watch, they're gonna start creeping into the top 20 most sold.
They probably are because they're always on sale, so they're always
in great deals.
They're always in great deals.
Well, I don't want to spend too much time talking about it, but it's Switch 2 rumor season. It's been going crazy. So many, it seems like the creators are trying to squeeze every bit of juice out of it right now. A lot of creators are making videos about people making videos about Switch 2 rumors. We've seen, unfortunately, Game Explain having to let people go because it's a slow time. It's a slow time for Nintendo. And so what do you guys think about the way things are right now? Cheesy, you want to kick us off?
I think this is just new for a lot of people and they don't know how to react to it. Because yes, as a Nintendo fan, maybe you went through the Wii U and that was kind of a hard time. And then we got into the Switch, which made things a little more fun and interesting. At the same time, that was in 2017. And that's when people really started making content. As soon as the Wii U was done, Switch rolled around, people were making video game content, and it has been exciting. The Switch era has been great. But now we are at a point where it's a bit of a lull, and I don't think people know how to react to it. I think it's really hard when you are a small content creator and you have to make all of your content based off of news. Like, yes, there are successful
You don't
YouTubers
have to.
you don't have to, right? But there's a lot of successful YouTubers who can make YouTube videos around a certain topic, but they may have the audience already, or they make a video and they just get lucky. But most of the time, if you're a small content creator, you have to make content around news.
Sounds like excuses.
It's always the end of the show fight. I don't
No,
understand.
I'm just saying, like,
by the end of the
that's an
show,
excuse,
these two are
like,
ready to.
Just like I understand that, you know, if you're making news content right now, there's not a lot to talk about. Just make other content and see what sticks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, our livelihood does not depend upon our creation of stuff right now, and we're having a good time talking about whatever. But I can see if you're reliant on news, trying to pivot to sketches or random facts or whatever. I mean, that can be challenging. But I think you guys were talking about at the end of communication here this week, like the world, the social media landscape of the world is different with a console lull at this point. Short form content wasn't what it is. Long form content was different back then as well. We're talking 8 years ago for Nintendo, so it's like and even with that, there was the 6-month lead up or whatever to the, well, I guess the reveal was in January, and then it was a short run up. So, but there was still speculation and whatever kind of going into that. But yeah, it's a different landscape. So people that have made their livelihood off of just discussion or news or whatever is they're scraping the bottom of the barrel and struggling, which sucks.
I feel like Johnny just has a different take on all of this.
I have a completely different take on this. This is the perfect time for small creators to get into the Nintendo game because these big creators are kind of backing off.
And I see what you mean, but I guess I fear when the Switch 2 comes out, people like Johnny will be excited for like Zelda and Mario and the big like 3D games. And then once they're gone, there's just more complaining about where's the next game. And that's kind of where we're at right now. And I think people are tired of it.
No. There's gonna be there's gonna be a new system. Like,
yeah.
When the Switch came out, a lot of these channels, that's when a lot of these channels blew up. And they they were making content about, you can make content about a lot of things, not just news. And when we do get a new console, there will be a lot more news. Right now, it's like, I mean, what else? Like, sorry, I got distracted by something. I don't know where I was going, but
I totally derailed him.
I don't know. I do think like I understand where these creators are coming from about the news. I mean, a lot of people are just harping on Switch 2 news every freaking day, and it's like, who's still watching that? Who's watching that every day? Like, wouldn't you want to watch something new?
I think there's like a little bit of hope that whatever that person is creating is actually like right this time, or there's actually a little more proof to the pudding. But like, it's just gotten too much, and I don't know. I just feel like even in general, just the internet has just been so different. I mean, you guys ever go on to like discussing film? Like anytime that they post some new trailer, it's just bot after bot after bot. Awesome stars. We are seated. can't wait to see it, and it's just like you're adding nothing to the conversation. And that's kind of what I feel like right now. There are, and I don't want to take anything away from those that are creating content around news. Like they are trying to get their bag, right? And that's great. But like there's so many people just saying the exact same thing that it's just become just regurgitated information without adding
it's a bad game of telephone.
Yeah, without adding anything to the conversation. It's just reporting the news. Or if it's not, there was like a thing on Twitter, I don't know who said it, but a content creator, streamer said that it's really weird how video game fans are wanting games to fail.
Nate Schutt said that.
Well,
Is that
and
who it
like
was?
Cryptic has a comment here talking about like, do you think people are going to be excited for Switch 2? The gaming community seems to be down on PS4, PS5, and Xbox. Is Lightning going to hit twice with Switch 2? Like, I think PlayStation and Xbox are probably already like Xbox has been open about it, like developing the most powerful hardware next or whatever. They aren't hiding it. I think the way Xbox is going to excite people is with their handheld, if that's actually a thing. But I think it's not necessarily the consoles. It's games, and it's the corporate greed seeping into gaming right now. And I saw a clip from, you guys watch Pirate Software at all? His clips on Thor. He was
I know who he is.
dev at Blizzard with WoW and stuff. But he was talking about like how people were down on Bungie for like the monetization and stuff that they've done, and Bungie just got hit with layoffs and stuff too. But he said Activision was the one holding the leash on Bungie from like going crazy on monetization, like trying to nickel and dime you with microtransactions. He's like, and if Activision's the one holding the leash, keeping you back, like it's a bad kind of place to be in. But like it's all this answering to the shareholder, and it's less what the gamer wants, and games ultimately fail because they're trying to push this budget agenda for their shareholders, and the gamers kind of push back against it. And so I'm reluctant. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but like I'm reluctant. The game looks fun, but I'm a little reluctant on Outlaws just because it's Ubisoft. I can probably wait 2 months and get it for cheap, and probably still have all the bonus DLC stuff packed into whatever I find. But it's also like, I don't know. It's hard to get excited in the gaming space right now.
You know what? I know what Nintendo gamers want.
What's that?
They want a new Mario. They want a new Mario Kart. They want a new Smash Brothers. They want a new Animal Crossing. It's boring because we're getting games that we don't really want.
I want better performing of all those. Like it could be this almost same stuff, but if it's better performing, because like I was struggling with Smash Online a little bit this week, and it's like I hope the infrastructure for their network gets an overhaul going into the next iteration.
Do you know how long 8 years is? 8 years is a long time.
Two high schools.
There's been 2 Olympics. It's
there's been
too
more.
long.
There's actually been more than 2 Olympics.
And I actually I was thinking about this. They did this with the Wii. They waited too long to release the Wii U, and now they're waiting too long to release the Switch 2.
You had a tweet in our chat, Johnny. Where did that come from? It had kind of a timetable. I mean, we're feeding into leaking stuff or whatever, but was that?
Oh, it was. Oh, I think they deleted that, but it was supposed to like the Switch 2 might release on holiday.
So alleged Nintendo Direct after Gamescom, Indie World Showcase later next month, Nintendo Switch 2 reveal in October, November, which they would never do that. They're not going to do that. And then switch to release in spring or summer 2025.
Well, now the new rumors is no release before April of next year.
Yeah, I love the 3-month kind of reveal in January, release in March, like that. They had a really good 3-month hype cycle, and they had people excited for the games. Specifically, I mean, it was a game 2 years in the making with Breath of the Wild, but they sold more copies of the game than they did the system.
Josh, as someone who has been creating content for years, how do you see the game changing, or like will Switch 2 be alive and well for creators, or is this kind of the landscape that we're in right now?
That's a good question. I'm in such a strange place with all this, because for me, I want to find more ways to make this more fun. And having one more person regurgitate news, like when there's so much of that out there, don't get me wrong, I know it helps with people's commutes and it helps, and like I totally get that. But I'm looking at the, like, from like a business perspective more than just a hobby, and what's going to be the best ROI on just my time investment. And doing this new channel that literally I've had a small group of people watch and give me feedback, are like, all I want to do after watching this is play games and have fun with it. And even creating it, probably the most fun I've had creating content, maybe ever. Because it was just so, you remember when we all sat in a room together and played Heave Ho? Mm-hmm. And like we were laughing till we couldn't breathe. I mean, Crawler's laughing now just bringing it up, right? Like that's what I want to find. That's what I want to do. And then I also want to niche down. I'm looking, like, we're talking about Nintendo channels that are suffering because they're just covering the news. You look at, like, I think his name is Shortcat. He's strictly Mario Kart. In 6 months, 9 months, maybe I don't know how long he's been. He's
your audio just went weird.
Am I back?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. 6 months, 9 months, maybe he's at a year now. 500,000 subs on YouTube, just making content around Mario Kart and like getting super nerdy with it. And so I think I've always viewed the news and that kind of stuff as like the low hanging fruit. I can pull up a bunch of websites, I can read everything off, and like I believe it adds value to people in the way that like they don't have to do that themselves, and they can keep themselves in the know each day by driving or whatever, or working out and that kind of stuff. So it's fun. But I don't know that there's that shareability of like, oh my God, I can't believe I just saw this. I need to show my friend. I want my friends to see this. And that's where I think you really win in the content game. And so that's where I want to take the things that I'm doing and like make that content that could potentially be viral, because there's, or even in some cases it's following trends, but it's trends that have been set long before even YouTube was created, with just like reality TV. And but how do you make that super fun and then involve the community? And like there's so much negativity anyway. Everybody's, angry about something. I'm like, let's just play games and have fun. And I also have so many ideas for these projects that involve me playing more games, but involving other people to make it more entertaining. And so that's the thing. It's not just like throwing Let's Plays out. It's challenges, and it's well, I don't want to share it because I have.
You just kind of gave me an idea for at PAX with you and me, so I'll have to talk to you about that. But
there we go. I can't wait.
But I think like that's it. We were talking about retro games earlier and GameCube games and the memories that we have with them. And there's still games out on Switch that are a lot of fun to play. And Johnny, I know that you play a ton of indie games, but there's still like more out there that makes gaming fun. And I think just waiting for these big titles, like, I don't know. I get it. I understand wanting them, but at the same time, like, they'll come out when they come out. Like, there's so much more to life than just waiting for these big titles. And there's other developers that are creating games to fill that space.
Yeah, but it's not what I want to play. Like, I'll play them for a little bit. Like, it's not. I mean, I like what I like, and I play indie games. I play a lot of different games. I don't play them for long, but I do play them. And I mean, I have been fine. And, you know, if we're talking on the content side, I have been finding ways of creating content that is not news related. And I think what like Josh is saying is like you find what you like to do and what kind of content you want to make and just go for it. Yeah, it might not always work out, but who cares? There's always a chance for the next video. Like if you really, if you know, these creators are saying that they're struggling with news, if they really want to do it, if they really want to make content creation their thing, like try other things. And yeah, it might not work, but who cares?
I also know for myself, like when you just step back and look at the landscape of everything, everybody's so tribal. Like whether it's politics, sports, it doesn't like everybody, you know, do you hate the Xbox? Do you hate the PlayStation? Do you hate like that? You can build communities that way as well because you automatically connect with everybody. And I'm like, that's not it for me. Like I want to like it. I want to like video games should be fun. This is not 1989 or 92 in the schoolyard talking about Sega and Super Nintendo anymore. It's just not that. Like just play what you like, enjoy what you like. But people have built their whole brand around just hating on one other thing because that tribal instinct within all of us or whatever is just like, ooh, I can latch onto this. I agree with this person. I can follow them. You know,
negative content pretty much guarantees engagement. So people kind of get roped into that negative content.
Yeah. It's never done anything.
I'm not saying that I don't do that because I do. Well, maybe not negative, but I definitely troll people.
I can't imagine. No. So I don't know. I think it's just an interesting time. And like, I feel like it's making me more creative and I'm thankful for that. But I'm not just looking at the time. I'm looking at like, I've been beating this dead horse of a YouTube channel for 7 years with 3,000 videos and 4,500 subscribers. Like
YouTube doesn't know what to do with you either.
No. So far all place with my content that like the algorithm has no clue where to put it from like, you know, streaming tips to let's plays to all the, you know, it's a far better use of my time to just niche down, spend less time, like spend more time on individual videos and just let them cook.
There we go. My goal is like, well, I mean, I don't do this for a living. I don't think I ever will. I don't think I ever want to. I think it would be too stressful. So I'm just going to put out the content I want to put out. If it flops, it flops, you know?
You just throw your Switches in the garbage and you're golden.
I know. It's if I ever need a quick buck, I just throw some Switches in the garbage. Guaranteed payday. Let's go.
All you got to do is just whatever company sends you a game to play, just have that game on the screen when you throw it away. You'll be like, this game was, you know, just say something positive about it, but still throw it away. So it makes no sense and get all the comments. So
we can expect another Johnny throwing his Switches away video in about a month and a half, right?
A month and a half. I don't know if I'm gonna open that one.
Well, even better, throw them all away and be like, I have a Switch up on the wall now.
Yeah, exactly.
You want a percent for that?
I'll take my cut.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us live. If you're listening after the fact, we love you. We appreciate you. Again, if you want to help us out with packs at all, it's n64josh.com/donate. We really appreciate it. And love to see you in the streams if you want to see me playing some crazy games. And we will see you all in the next one. Bye now.